Buckle up, because I just spent a month on the most epic adventure of my life, racing across every inch of Japan. From scaling the highest peaks to riding the fastest trains, I chased thrills at every turn. Imagine a place where neon-lit cities pulse with energy, ancient temples whisper secrets, and volcanoes rumble beneath your feet. Japan is a wild fusion of the future and the past, where every moment feels like a new discovery. And yes, I even found monkeys chilling in steaming hot springs. Just when I thought things couldn't get any crazier, I pushed myself to the absolute limit, determined to uncover if Japan is truly as jaw-dropping as everyone claims. So strap in for a wild ride. The most insane Japan tour ever to hit YouTube is about to begin. Are you ready? Let's go! Our first challenge, Mount Fuji, Japan's most iconic landmark. For centuries, this majestic peak has inspired artists, poets, and adventurers from all over the world. Standing at 3,776 meters, it's not just the tallest mountain in Japan, but a symbol of hope and endurance. Seeing it in person is unreal, a perfect snow-capped volcano that dominates the landscape. Its symmetrical cone rises above the clouds, and even from miles away you can feel its presence. It's the kind of sight that makes you stop in your tracks and just stare in awe. We set out before sunrise, climbing endless stairs to reach the famous Chureito Pagoda viewpoint. The air was crisp and cool, and the only sounds were our footsteps and the distant calls of early birds. Each step brought us closer to that legendary view. The climb itself was an adventure. Headlamps lighting the way, our breath visible in the chilly air, and the camaraderie of fellow climbers sharing snacks and encouragement along the path. The anticipation was intense, but the reward was worth every step. As we reached the top, our hearts pounded with excitement and a sense of accomplishment. As the sun rose, the sky exploded with color, and Mount Fuji glowed in the morning light. Shades of pink, orange, and gold painted the horizon, making the entire scene feel almost magical. We tried to capture the moment with our cameras and sketchbooks, but nothing could truly do it justice. The colors shifted every second, and the mountain seemed to come alive. It was breathtaking, way beyond any photo. Standing there, you realize why so many people dream of seeing this view at least once in their lives. We flew the drone for epic shots, but nothing compares to standing there, feeling Fuji's power. The wind at the summit, the vastness of the landscape, and the sheer scale of the mountain are impossible to capture fully. The mountain's spiritual energy is undeniable. It's been worshipped for centuries. Pilgrims have made this journey for generations, believing that climbing Fuji brings good fortune and spiritual renewal. Ancient scrolls and stories tell of monks meditating at its base, seeking enlightenment. Even today, you can feel that deep sense of reverence in the air. We lucked out with a perfectly clear morning, something that rarely happens. Locals told us that Fuji is often shrouded in clouds, so seeing it in all its glory felt like a true blessing. People around us were moved to tears by the view. Some hugged, others simply stood in silence, overwhelmed by the beauty and the moment. The landscape below, lakes, forests, and villages, made it feel like a world of its own. The Fuji 5 Lakes region stretched out beneath us, dotted with tiny villages and lush green forests. Fuji isn't just a tourist spot, it's a symbol of Japan's beauty and resilience. It appears in countless works of art, literature, and even on the country's currency. For many Japanese people, it represents home, pride, and the enduring spirit of their culture. School children learn to draw it, and families make pilgrimages here every year. Leaving was tough, but this was only day one. We took one last look back, promising ourselves we'd return someday. Conquering Mount Fuji's view was the perfect way to kick off our adventure. It set the tone for everything to come, challenging, awe-inspiring, and unforgettable. If the rest of Japan is even half as amazing, we're in for something unforgettable. There's so much more to explore, and our journey is just beginning. On to the next location. We can't wait to see what other wonders Japan has in store for us. Next, we arrive at Kyoto's legendary Fushimi Inari Shrine, a place that feels like stepping into another world, where history, spirituality, and nature blend seamlessly. This iconic site is one of Japan's most visited and beloved shrines, drawing travelers and pilgrims from all over the globe. Imagine yourself walking through endless tunnels of over 10,000 vivid red torii gates, each one arching gracefully overhead and stretching up the sacred slopes of Mount Inari. The path winds and twists, creating a mesmerizing labyrinth that seems to go on forever, inviting you deeper into the heart of the mountain. At the entrance, you're greeted by stone fox statues, known as kitsune, who are said to be the mystical messengers of Inari, the Shinto god of rice, prosperity, and good harvests. Their watchful eyes and elegant forms add an air of mystery and protection to the shrine. As you walk, sunlight filters through the gaps between the gates, painting the path with shifting patterns of gold and crimson. The effect is nothing short of magical, a glowing corridor that feels suspended between the earthly and the divine. Each torii gate is inscribed with the names of its donors, individuals, families, and businesses who have given these gates as offerings in hopes of receiving good fortune, success, or blessings. Every step you take is a walk through thousands of wishes and dreams, layered over centuries. The higher you climb, the fewer people you see. The crowds thin out and the atmosphere becomes quieter, more mystical. The air is filled with the scent of cedar and moss, and the only sounds are your footsteps and the gentle rustle of leaves. We hiked all the way to the summit, passing through ancient forests draped in moss, and discovering hidden sub-shrines tucked away in the greenery. Each turn in the path reveals something new, a quiet altar, a weathered statue, or a breathtaking view. At the very top, the city of Kyoto sprawls out below, a sea of rooftops and temples. The contrast between the bustling city and the tranquil ancient mountain is truly stunning, a reminder of how tradition and modern life coexist in Japan. As the sun sets and dusk falls, lanterns begin to glow softly among the gates. The shrine transforms, bathed in warm light, and the atmosphere becomes even more enchanting, like something out of a dream or a fairy tale. Fushimi Inari isn't just a photogenic spot for tourists. It's a living, breathing piece of Japanese culture and spirituality. Locals come here to pray, celebrate festivals, and connect with their heritage, making it a vibrant part of daily life. Walking these paths is more than just sightseeing. It's a journey that stirs your soul, filling you with awe, peace, and a sense of connection to something much greater than yourself. Without a doubt, Fushimi Inari is one of the world's most unique wonders. A place where every step tells a story, and every gate is a doorway to the extraordinary. After all that hiking, it was time for some high-speed tech, the Shinkansen bullet train. These trains hit 200 miles per hour and connect Japan with mind-blowing precision. The platform is spotless, and the train glides in like something from a sci-fi movie. Inside, it's quiet, spacious, and unbelievably clean. The seats even swivel for the return trip. Japan thinks of everything. Right on time, we shot off, barely feeling the acceleration as the world blurred by. Cars on the highway looked like they were standing still. The train slices through cities, tunnels, and valleys without slowing down. On a clear day, you can even spot Mount Fuji from your window. Riding the Shinkansen is more than travel. It's a core part of the Japan experience. Fast, comfortable, and perfectly on time. Regular trains will never feel the same again. Back to nature, Kyoto's Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. Walking into this forest, the world changes. Light filters through towering bamboo, and the only sound is the gentle rustling of leaves. The bamboo stalks are massive, creating a natural cathedral of green. we wandered off the main path, getting lost in the endless sea of bamboo. The further you go, the more peaceful and timeless it feels. The light shifts constantly, making every step a new photo opportunity. This place has inspired artists and poets for centuries. When the wind picks up, the whole forest sways and sings. A sound so unique, it's officially recognized as one of Japan's top soundscapes. Leaving felt like waking from a dream. The bamboo grove is a sanctuary of peace right on the city's edge, an unforgettable, almost spiritual experience. From bamboo forests to samurai strongholds, next stop, Himeji Castle. Known as the White Heron Castle, its brilliant white walls and elegant roofs look ready to take flight. The castle towers over the city, a masterpiece of Japanese architecture and military design. Inside, you wind through a maze of gates and corridors, designed to confuse invaders. Climbing the steep wooden stairs, you can almost hear the footsteps of samurai from centuries past. The main keep is 6 stories of incredible craftsmanship, with massive timber beams and strategic views. From the top, you get a panoramic view of Himeji and the surrounding mountains. The castle's defenses, stone drop windows, narrow passages, remind you this beauty was built for battle. Himeji Castle is a perfectly preserved time capsule, connecting you to Japan's feudal past. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site for a reason, one of the most impressive historical sites I've ever seen. Time for something wild, Jigokudani, or Hell's Valley, in the Japanese Alps. This snowy volcanic valley is home to the famous snow monkeys, who survive winter by soaking in natural hot springs. The hike in is magical. Icy paths, silent forests, and the smell of sulfur in the air. Suddenly you spot them, monkeys everywhere, from tiny babies to big dominant males. The main attraction is the onsen, where monkeys lounge in steaming water, snowflakes on their fur. Watching their social dynamics up close is like a live nature documentary. The setting, steaming pools, snowy cliffs, is surreal. Nowhere else on Earth can you see this. The monkeys are used to people, so you can get amazing photos without disturbing them. Seeing these animals so relaxed in their volcanic spa is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. For our final challenge, we set out to experience Japan's legendary cherry blossom season, Sakura. This fleeting phenomenon is one of the most anticipated times of year in Japan, drawing visitors from all over the world. We planned our trip down to the day, hoping to catch the blossoms at their absolute peak when the trees are bursting with color and the air is filled with excitement. For just a couple weeks, the entire country transforms as cherry trees explode in clouds of pink and white flowers. Streets, parks, and riversides become magical landscapes, and everywhere you look, people are out enjoying the spectacle. We chased the perfect bloom to Ueno Park in Tokyo, a place famous for its breathtaking cherry blossom displays. Over 1,000 cherry trees line the paths, forming tunnels of blossoms that seem to stretch on forever, creating a dreamlike world of color and light. The ground was carpeted in delicate petals, soft and pink beneath our feet, while the air itself shimmered with drifting blossoms. The scent was sweet and subtle, and every breath felt like a reminder of spring's arrival. The park was alive with people celebrating under the trees. Families, friends, and strangers all gathered for Hanami, the traditional cherry blossom viewing parties. There were picnics, laughter, music, and a sense of shared joy that brought everyone together, no matter where they were from. Sakura represents the beauty and fragility of life. Here one moment, gone the next. The blossoms remind us to appreciate the present, to savor each moment before it slips away. It's a powerful symbol in Japanese culture, inspiring poetry, art, and reflection. The most magical moment came when a sudden breeze swept through the park, creating a sakura fubuki, a blizzard of petals swirling all around us. It felt like we were standing inside a snow globe made of flowers, completely surrounded by beauty and wonder. As night fell, lanterns were lit, illuminating the blossoms for Yozakura, nighttime cherry blossom viewing. The park was transformed into a glowing wonderland, with the trees shining softly in the darkness and the petals glowing like tiny lanterns themselves. Experiencing cherry blossom season is about so much more than just the flowers. It's about tradition, philosophy, and living in the moment. People dress in traditional clothing, share food and stories, and reflect on the fleeting nature of life itself. As the sun set over the blossoms and petals continued to fall, we felt a deep sense of gratitude. It was the perfect, beautiful end to our epic journey, a memory we'll carry with us forever. That's a wrap. We climbed mountains, rode bullet trains, walked through endless gates, explored castles, hung out with snow monkeys, and stood in a tornado of cherry blossoms. Japan blew away every expectation. Every day was unforgettable. This country is a perfect blend of ancient tradition and futuristic innovation. From the food to the people, every moment was a 10 out of 10. I hope this inspired you to plan your own adventure. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe for more epic journeys.